Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Oh, That's Random Podcast. I am your host, that guy, the one and only Nerdy G. Welcome to the show where we take a little time to explore the extraordinary and ordinary. Listen, if this is your first time here, welcome. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for tuning in. If this is your returning, welcome back. Y'all already know what it is, Mr. Random himself. Mr. Hey, get my thoughts confused, but I'm gonna rope it around and put it all back together, and you're gonna be like, word. Yeah. Listen, the best way to help us here, right here on this network, this brand that we're building, network, Nerdy's Umbrella is the brand, okay? I got some of this merch on right now. I'm rocking one of the polos, right? Smooth, nice, not too intrusive, straight up Nerdy's Umbrella. Listen, merch is on the screen right now. Go grab you some of that merch, okay? Help support it. We got more shows coming out. I don't know if you guys have been tuning in, but the Snack Time with Nerdy season 1 is out right now. Listen, I know it's not the greatest, and when I say it's not the greatest, I mean sound quality goes up and down. But don't worry about it. Season 2, we're in the process of filming that. Audio is way better. Editing is way better. Listen, you live and you learn. And that's actually going to take us into our topic today. But before I do get there, let me also remind you, listen, you got to slide over there to Patreon, because on Patreon, we have the Red Cup edition. That's still going. We got the brunch chicks. Oh, my God, they are amazing. You can catch them every Sunday. You can catch the Red Cup editions every Tuesday. And then, of course, you want to get this early, you can catch that every Thursday. We're also streaming every Tuesday and Thursday nights. There's a lot going on. Check the page. We'll put all the information up there. You guys know what's going on. Check it out. But even with what I was going back to what I was saying, today's topic is about winning and failure. Winners and failures. Listen, season 1 of Snack Time with Nerdy, great idea, great concept, great mind of what I want it to be, right? And we had some things to fall through. I had to learn a lot of things myself. Editing, audio, continuity. Okay. I had to learn a lot of things myself. I tried to hire some people to do these things, and it just didn't work out. So, of course, some of the shows, I have the content. I'm saying, why not? I'm going to put it out, because you miss every shot that you don't take. We already know that, okay? We already know that. Somebody famous said it and made it viral or whatever. You know who it is. Go Google them, TikTok them, whatever it is that you like to do. But part of my failure is going to be part of my success in me winning. Simple, hands down. Let me say it again if you didn't catch it the first time. Part of my failures are going to be part of my winning. It's going to be part of my success. I cannot succeed without failing. I have to fail to succeed, because when I fail, I go back to the drawing board. Nerdy, what did you do wrong? Nerdy, what did you do? Nerdy, what can we do to make this better? Nerdy, where can we be a little bit more entertaining? Nerdy, where can we get the people to be engaged? How do we pull them in? Nerdy, all these questions. Failure breeds questions. Success breeds comfortability. When you don't feel like you have to answer to anybody. So if you never lost, if you never felt the pressure of what happens when I have to come back, you live in a different lifestyle than most. The kids today, they take failure is not an option to a whole nother level than what my generation did when we were coming up. Don't believe me? Any kid born in 2000, ask them, is failure an option? Ask them about some of the smallest things, and I'm talking about smallest, even when it comes to information. They feel that they should know everything because they have Google in their fingertips. AI is becoming the focal point of today's society. They feel like we can make anything happen. Whatever we want, we can make it. That is true. At our fingertips. That is true. They feel that they should be able to Google it and they should be able to know it. Some of them say, I should know it right off the top of the head, but give me 2 seconds, I'll have it to you. When you search something on Google, it gives it to you less than 2 seconds. I guarantee you that. It'd be like 0.5555333 seconds. It's not even, it happens, but it's not realistic, right? Who mind thinks that fast? Some people may do that, and then if you do, you're a superhero, okay? Kudos to you. But the reality is, without failure, you don't get, I don't believe that you get truly, you're missing something. You're missing something. Failures learn. Failures ask questions. They keep asking questions. And then in turn, I believe that makes them better winners in the long run. Because it's a team sport. It's not about what the other guys aren't doing. It's about what am I not doing? If it's a solo sport, same mindset. What am I not doing? How do I get better? Do I need to go seek help from others? How am I not seeing this game the way that I once did when I dominated? Those type of thoughts, right? When you lose, when you fail, those are the thoughts that creep into your mind. When you come up as a winner and you felt that you never lost, I understand the whole self-destruct thing. Just like Mr. Aubrey Graham said, oh, if I ever lose, I'll probably self-destruct, but I'd never lose. See, that worries me, because then with the word that they use today, they're going to crash out. That person might crash out. What crashing out looks like for each individual is totally different. But the biggest part of losing is the fact that you get to rework some things. You get to go away for a while and come back stronger, because when you lose, you get to dip out of the spotlight. You get to dip out of whatever. And I'm not just talking on a grand level of being an entertainer. I'm talking about in any aspect of life, from pee-wee football to losing at work or school or wherever you may be in life. You can disappear for a while. You can go train, get better, and then come back and then be like, even at this podcast thing, you can get better. You can go study. You lost. You got smacked up a couple times. Now you can go be better. You know why? Because nobody is expecting you to get back up and keep swinging. They think that you're going to throw in the towel. I believe that it's so quick. People are so quick today to throw in the towel. It's like we don't want to do anything hard. Everything needs to be at my fingertips. Everything needs to be, well, it's an excuse for why I didn't win. It's an excuse for, oh, that's rigged, or I don't really want to do that. You pressured me into that. Like, no, I didn't. I asked you, could you do it? And you said, oh, that's easy. And then when you realized that it wasn't easy, then you copped a plea to stop doing whatever it is that you were doing. Because you don't like the way that true failure tastes. Like when you fail at something, you don't get great emotions from that. Let's be honest. When you fail at something, the emotions that come with being or failing, not being a failure, but the emotions that come with failing at something ain't one that, it lingers. It stings. You get all of these emotions and it's like, yo, you want to go be physical, possibly, or you want to just go crawl up and curl up and get in your bed and cut all the lights off and then just sleep for a few days, if possible. Some people may call that depression. I would too. But failure enacts those type of emotions, and those emotions do not feel good. It's like, I don't know, what is it? It's been described. It's like taking metformin and you gotta take a shit, and you know that you don't have to take a shit. That's all I'm saying. You haven't eaten enough for your body to produce, that type of waste material. And you just, like, nobody wants that feeling. Nobody wants the feeling of having to go to the bathroom and you know that you haven't put no food in your body in order for you to go to the bathroom. So just walking around all day feeling like you got to take a dump. And you don't have to take a dump. I don't think that's the feeling that anybody would want to have, but I do, and I will equate that feeling to failure, because it's just one of those. Something that you got. It's not nothing that you want to sit with, but you have to sit with it in order to be successful, to be better next time, to outthink your opponent, to outthink whatever the task at hand may be. Right? It's like when the people who do Sudoku, the crossword puzzles, right? They really have to use their minds. They really have to sit there and they have to think. And I guarantee you, they don't get it right on the first time every time. They failed. They had to train themselves. So you don't get it right on the first time every time. You don't just hop on a bike and be like, boom, I'm the greatest bike rider ever. No. Even the greatest bike rider we know, homeboy was juicing. He was on the roids. Live strong. But neither here nor there. You have to experience failure to be a better person, a better winner. See, what I like about the winners who've experienced failure, their attitudes come a little bit more with grace. I'm gonna say for most. Those winners who, for some odd reason, have escaped or found a way to elude themselves of true in-your-face failures, or the ones who truly don't acknowledge the fact that they have failed in life, where they're just seemingly self-centered and it's everybody else's fault but theirs. See, those are two different type of winners, and those winners are scary. Those winners are scary because no telling what they will do. Their mentality is not of like, hey, they can't be embarrassed. They'll say something to not diminish what they assume is their greatness, but they'll diminish everybody else around them just so that they can save face, so they can say, I'm not a loser. You know what I mean? One of the things, I'm going to take it to wrestling. So if y'all got some wrestling fans out there, here come a wrestling reference. So when the Roman Reigns was running through his reign of 3 years as champion, he did a tag team match. Tag team match, it means you and your partner fight two other people. They lost. Roman lost. Him and his partner, Solo Sikoa, if I'm not mistaken, they lost. Roman came out and said, I didn't lose. He didn't pin me. See, that right there, that arrogance is on a whole different type of level. Understand that it's sports entertainment, but that is a real reaction from some winners who feel as they never lost. The rules say you and your partner, if one of y'all get pinned or submitted, then y'all together lose the match. He says, I didn't lose. I didn't get pinned. I did not tap. So therefore, I did not lose. Now you're changing the rules. Now we want to play Like, hey, I ain't get pinned, I ain't tapped, so I ain't lose. You know what I'm saying? My partner lost, but I didn't lose. That's not the way it works. You know, if you playing a team sport, you know, one person on the team can't say I won the game and the rest of y'all lost it. No, it don't work that way. If that was the case, never mind. We're not even gonna go there. But you guys give it up. I'm hoping you guys are following what I'm saying when it comes to these winners, right? There are winners who experience failure, and once they get to a point to where they've won so much, the way that they in turn show others how to embrace the failure and to move forward in life, it's what they do. It's what they do. It's how they operate. It's how they move. Not everyone can do that. Not everyone can be what's the word I'm looking for? Not everyone can be perfect. Nobody's perfect. That's one. Nobody's perfect. Not everybody's going to win every single match that they've ever had in life. Look at it. We looked at Mike Tyson. We thought Mike Tyson would never lose, and he did. Boxing is a little different. Boxing, they lost matches, but professional matches, they might not lost a lot. They might not lost a professional match, but they lost the match before the professional match. That's what I'm saying. There are W's and there are L's. We all gonna experience them on different type of levels. How you deal with them when you on those levels, it's totally up to you. Today, we have to still continue to embrace that. The most dangerous thing is a person who is arrogant and who think they can't lose, who think that they can't be wrong. That's the most dangerous person out there right now. And we got to be careful because those participation awards, those kids are taking those as, I got a trophy, I won. You won what? What did you win? That's a participation trophy. It's not a first place trophy. It's not a second place trophy. It's a participation, but it's still a trophy. I didn't lose. Okay. So when we have a world of people who think they can't be wrong because they never lose, when we have a world of people who feel as I'm always going to win and you, no matter what you say, you're wrong, I won, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be challenging. It's going to be interesting to see how dialect and how the world move forward with that. Now, the only thing I can hope for is that parents are out there doing what they're supposed to do. And what I mean by that is I hope that they're out there whooping tail. I hope they're out there, instilling in their children the greatest of greatest morals and values that will allow them to say, it's okay to lose, and then push forward. As the great Ted Lasso said, be a goldfish. The loss, the failure, that was yesterday. That was 3 seconds ago. Let's move forward and let's see what we can do better. Listen, you guys know here, I don't keep you for a long time. I don't like to beat a dead horse. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to take a little time. We're going to get into our musical selection for today. And then I'm going to come back with the closeout. Just like, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We're here for the closeout. Winners exist. Losers exist. Failure is an option. Failure is an option. Failure breeds better leaders, breeds better people, breeds better thought processes. Failure fuels the greats because they don't want to make the same mistakes. They don't feel as they aren't teachable. Failure are teachable moments. Life's greatest teacher is failure. You know this. I know this. We don't like to admit it. But when you fail, and you fail something awful, you got questions. If you don't have questions, then you're still a work in progress. And I understand it. And I don't judge you for that. Not everybody's going to be at the same point. Sometimes it takes years for people to get to that point. You can be a pimp all of your 20s, 30s, 40s, and then some way, somehow in your 50s, you found God. You finally realized that pimping was wrong. You turned over a new leaf. Took you a while, but you got it. Not everybody is going to turn on a dime. Not everybody's going to sit there and ask those questions internally. Not everybody's going to sit there and say, hey, how do I get better? Not everybody's going to do that because some people out there honestly think they are the best versions of themselves right now when they are the most trashiest version of themselves right now. They can't see it, but it's okay. It's not for us to help them to see that. In due time, the universe will show it to them. In due time, the person that they believe in or the being, the higher power that they believe in will show them that they are the shittiest version of themselves. And then they're going to make some changes in their lives to make it better. All you have to do is understand that, hey, failure is an option. Failure is life's greatest teacher. And if you embrace it, you will be better in everything that you do just because you're going to ask more questions. You're going to feed something inside of you to say, I strive to be better in every aspect of my life. Listen, I'm not here to preach. I told y'all that. I'm not. I'm your guy, Nerdy. That guy, Nerdy G. Listen, if you made it this far in the show, I appreciate you. I really do appreciate you for rocking with me. Listen, it's been a minute. We getting up there. There's a lot of episodes. We over 220 something plus episodes. Okay. Over 200 plus episodes. Over 220 plus episodes. Y'all don't understand that. That's your guy Nerdy right here. Him himself solo. This ain't the first podcast I've done. This is not the first podcast I've done. I've done another podcast and two others to be exact. But this iteration is my longest going. I'm not stopping. I know what my goal is in life. I'm going to achieve it. I'm going to fail. I'm going to remind myself, go back to the drawing board. Ask yourself questions. Where can you be better at? What do you need to make this work for you? That being said, I need you guys. Like, subscribe, share, all that good old stuff. Keep coming back. Help me build this thing. Listen, this is That's Random, the podcast, where we take a little time to explore the extraordinary and ordinary. I am your host, that guy, the one and only Nerdy G. And until next time, I'm out.